Psychiatry for a Mad World. An extract from the book. Teaching Children to be Violent. In June 2004, two large killing machines rolled into a field in the UK. This wasn't the scene of a mass murder or of the government trying to quell a riot. The killing machines were there to entertain some young children. A primary school teaching children aged 4 to 7 had booked 2 Scorpion tanks to visit their summer fete. They arrived complete with turrets, grenade launchers and other attachments designed for the purpose of making people die. The teachers were happy, the children were happy, and they ran up to touch the tank in wide-eyed fascination. I was there as my child attended the school, but I wasn't happy. On that day, the teachers taught the children that war is a glamorous adventure, that war is fun. We know as adults that war is not really fun at all. It kills and mutilates people, traumatizing many more, and leaves people in painful grief and suffering psychological damage which can last a lifetime. There is a mental health issue here which we can see if we look objectively at these obvious truths. There is not just a slight misjudgment in bringing killing machines to children. The misjudgment is massive. Death in war and children's fun are, in reality, diametrically opposite things, yet the teachers perceived their judgment in inviting the weapons to be quite rational. This is the true nature of mental illness. It is often difficult to see mental ill health in oneself. The teachers were mentally ill in that their perception of the tanks as a means of fun was radically different from the reality, that tanks are a means of death. What happened that day was that the teacher's mental illness was passed on to the children. Having tanks at a school fete where the whole purpose of the day was to have fun was a clear lesson to the children that killing machines are great fun. And no doubt many of the children who saw the weapons at that fete left with their minds distorted away from reality. Recall from chapter 7 that we saw people go to war because their minds have a false mythic reality of war, perceiving it as a noble and enjoyable pastime. Here was one example of how that mythic reality was perpetuated from one generation to the next. Educators shoulder a great responsibility for moulding the minds of future generations. They need to be the healthiest of people, otherwise their mental ill health will be passed on to the children, as in this instance. There is a parallel here with therapy. We know that therapists need to go through therapy first themselves in order that they do not pass on their own neuroses, delusions and personality flaws onto their clients. Education is little different. The purpose of both education and therapy is to guide minds as closely as possible towards rational and moral reality, helping another individual grow towards their potential. Mental growth is the purpose of both therapy and education. Educators need to be good at therapy. The violence is fun delusion is endemic in our generally insane society, not just in schools. It permeates children's television programs and films, is rife in computer games, and is there in the toys which are manufactured for making children happy. Think of all those toy guns made for toddlers. Take a look at this photo of a plastic ninja playset comprising a hatchet and mace, throwing star, dagger and knuckle duster with spikes. Weapons designed to mutilate and kill. The recommended age was 3 and over. Toys like this will damage young minds, and they are manufactured by people who are ill. I bought the toys in my local shop, and the people who sold them to me were, on the face of it, completely ordinary people.